My name's Adam, and instead of doing a Halo video, I'm going to do a Let's Play. This game is called Medieval 2 Total War. No, yeah, Medieval 2 Total War, and it's actually a really great game. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's probably one of my favorite computer games. So I'm going to start this up. This is pretty much the starting screen to do the campaign. You have all these different factions, Scotland, Byzantine, Hungary, France, and I'm going to do England as my country, I guess. In this game they say factions, but I'll say country. The campaign rules are long because I am going to be completing the campaign, so I'm going to get this started. And in the beginning of this, there is a little short cutscene that I will put
under crowned king came the dawning of a new era for England. Nobles ordered the construction of mighty castles to fortify the realm. To rule this land is a birthright, but to control it requires the courage and skill few possess. It is a kingdom beset by enemies. The Scots press at its borders, the Vikings to the north, and the French separated by a mere channel of water. All of the country exists in a state of war, as even the common are called upon for duty. In these times of total war, it rests on the shoulders of those who lead to ensure the kingdom does not fall into ruin.
And that was the opening scene. So this is the loading screen. It shows a picture, the date, and a little quote from some guy, Matthew, of that. It's always different quotes. So to start off this game, you have this third world view, and I'm England. So why is there an English castle here? I don't know, but bear with me. These are my castles, or castles and towns. I'm going to go over the basics real quick. This isn't going to be like a tutorial video. It's going to be like a let's play. But for this part, I'll show how the mechanics work in this game. So, begin. This is my faction right here, pretty much. This is England, as you guys know. Here's London. If I click it, it'll show me all the places, or all the buildings in London. Nottingham is a castle. There's a difference between a castle and a town. A town is made to make money, to improve advancements. Pretty much, it's the staple of your economy. Whereas a castle is made to build army, to recruit soldiers, to enhance your garrison. So when you start on a castle, you're gonna want your castle to have better armor, better army. You want your towns to have better farmland, better markets. So that's one big thing in this. Another thing is you can have these little soldiers, like this guy right here, and he can move all the way around anywhere he wants, where I can tell him in this little green circle. And down here it shows how much infantry is in his little garrison, Captain Robin. We have, like spear militia and archers. So I'm actually just going to get right into this and kind of explain as I go. So I'm going to take Captain Robin, and I'm actually going to put him into this castle called Cayenne. Or Cayenne? I don't know. Up here we have Robert, who is actually a family member of the king. So he is a general or a governor. You can call him whatever. Down here we have things that we can build. Buildings that I can construct depending on the amount of money. Now this is my money down here. So I can do pretty much anything here. I'm going to go ahead and build a leather tanner, which improves armor quality. Since this is a castle, I will have better armor quality here. Before I go up north a little bit, I have a diplomat. Diplomats can go to different other factions and try to settle trade agreements, alliances, and so forth. So I'm gonna go to France, and this is France. This is a family member, and I can make an offer. So I'm gonna do an alliance, a trade, and in demand I want map information. And I'll make that offer, and he accepts it with his little French voice. So now I have an alliance and trade rights with France, so I'll make more money due to trade rights, and I can see where their castles are in case I want to invade later on in the game. Now this is a merchant, and merchants, you have to put on tradable resources like dyes like this, and they'll produce money each round for you. Now I have ships right here that by default they give you, but I'm going to delete them because they cost a lot of money to upkeep, and it's not worth it. I have a cardinal right here. I'm going to put him... Well, a cardinal, first of all, could be elected to the pope, to be a pope if the pope dies. Also, if you keep him on your land, you can see how it says 90% Catholic, 80%, 85% Catholic. Well, I'll put him over there, so the percent of Catholicism will go up over here. So London, like I said, is going to be the trade place. So I'm going to start out with land clearance. And there's King William the Conqueror, which, you know, all you British guys probably know who he is. He's the guy that went from, you know, he sailed over to England territory, took over London from the Saxons, did all that stuff. So next I'm going to do some Nottingham. I'll do the same thing I did with Cayenne, and I'll just put in the leather tanner. I do have a princess named Cecile. Princesses can marry important generals, I guess I should say. So I'm going to keep her like that and won't really get much into her. That sounded dirty. Okay, so I'm going to take Prince Rufus right here. Prince Rufus. And I am going to disband, or not disband, but I'm going to take these two archers and I'm going to bring them to Nottingham. And I'm going to give Rufus 2 spear militia. In York right here, which is a small town, I'm going to have Rufus attack it next turn. Now I can't attack it now because I don't have enough move points. Excuse me. But I do have a spy. And a spy can go to a village and kind of see what's there, what garrison is there, how many soldiers are there. So I'm going to bring my spy over. And you do get this little cutscene, but I'm just not going to play it. And my spy died. So, killed during mission. So he didn't make it. I don't know what soldiers there are in there. I can click it, and it does tell me 2, but it doesn't tell me all 3. I know there's archers, which don't bother me too much, because this settlement doesn't have walls, but it does have peasants. So in Nottingham, I'm actually going to start recruiting. I'm going to recruit male knights and peasants. Cayenne, I'll recruit Levi spearmen, male knights and peasants. And in London, I will recruit spear militia and town militia. And I think that's it for this turn. And to end a turn, you just click this. And every turn is a little more than a year in the actual game life. So now after that turn, I have a mission. And it says to take the rebel settlement of York, which was originally my plan. But now I get a reward, or I'll get some units for doing so. These messages down here will tell you how your faction is doing. This little screen tells you how much, you know, money you made. I made negative profits because I built and recruited. Military is 10, you know, all that. It'll show you which is the best the current leader of power, which is the Byzantine. So I'm going to get into my first battle by attacking York with Prince Rufus. Now these I don't need to worry about because this is siege equipment, but I don't need it since this village doesn't have any walls. So I'm going to go ahead and just assault. So as you can see, Captain Roger versus Prince Rufus, and this shows the balance of power. I have the blue is me, the red is him, so my balance of power is a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle on the map.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
Okay, so this is the starting screen for battle. I can start deployment, or I can wait. If I wait, it'll change the clarity of the day, or it'll change the night. So I'm gonna click it one more time, see if it'll give me something better. And then, nah, this is okay. So I'm gonna start this up, and before the battle starts, I can take all my guys and I can move them. So I'm actually gonna have 2 spearmen attack from this side, and I'll have my other 2 spearmen and my general attack from this side right here. Okay. So now that I'm ready, I can click start battle, and I am going to take these 4 units. I'll take these 2 units first, and I'll send them to attack over here. And I'll take these 2 units and send them to attack. So I'm gonna go look at my guys so you guys can see what it looks like when they're marching. They're pretty cool looking. The enemy is situated in the middle over here. To capture this settlement, I'll have to kill all the enemies, and eventually they'll either fight to the death or they'll run away. So these are peasants, which are really bad. They don't do much. Archers and archers. So as long as I do a frontal approach, I shouldn't have too much problem. But I'm going to speed this up by clicking hit this over here so my army can get there much faster. So I'm going to send these guys to run now, and I'll send these guys to run. So I'll slow this down, and as you can see, we're invading their village, and these guys are all excited, they're all pumped. Just stab them. And these guys are these guys are fighting the archers, so I'm gonna bring in my general. I didn't want to bring him in at the beginning because they have peasant militia, and peasant militia have you know, like long spears, so they can pretty much take out cavalry pretty fast. So now I'm just gonna go and bring in my general and have him attack the archers. This screen over here kind of is like a quick thing to do to tell your thing to do different things, like I can stop orders, withdraw, and this is the special ability,